So to explain shortly my rather long absence, I've been feeling sickly and school's been a lot more busy. I never really got used to Christmas weather, and I've been doing requirements left, right, and center. But regardless, I wanted to continue playing and making videos. And with the school lightening up a bit, I think it's a good time to be back. I wanted to play Shrieking Violet. Not only is it a sort of reward for me after doing a boatload of work, but also because it centers around a relationship with Natsuki and Yuri, and I'm pretty excited on how this will play out. I'm pretty sure it'll be a fun experience. So without further ado, let's begin. The DLC Shrieking Violet, the demo, is a fan-made mod that is not affiliated with Team Salvaro. Sorry. It is still in development and will likely change before final release. Please enjoy this demo and download the original game files from their website. By playing Shrieking Violet, you agree that you have completed the DLC and accept any spoilers contained within. I agree. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited! Well, Jiao died. Oh god, not this again! Oh! Okay, this is less creepy. I have a fear of Yuri's pathing, to say the least. What the heck? Oh, she's not she's crying! Aww. Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to Shrieking Violet, the demo. I did not read anything prior to downloading this mod, so I don't really know how this will play out. But looking from this, it looks like it's about Yuri and Natsuki doing Yuri. So how will we play out? How will us, the MC, play out? How will Sayori... what's Sayori's role? And what's Monika's role? That's what I want to see. I'm very excited. Oh no, not the laugh again. I'm very excited how this mod will play out, and yeah. Hope you guys do enjoy too. Set our name ourselves MidBitYT. Okay. Yeah! Is this intentional? Oh, I thought... No! Is this intentional? Is it horror? Oh. Hello, Yuri. And... I do appreciate your work. Work on the sprite. Wait, let me just... the music's too high. Up the text speed by this much. What was that? Oh my goodness, don't try to tell me Monika will play that kind of a role again. I never seen that girl in my life, and yet catch a glimpse of my alarm clock and I realize that I don't have much time before school. I better get ready. After getting dressed, I walked downstairs only to find a note from my mom. Hi Yuri, had to leave for a while, business trip. You know how things are. Stay safe. Love, Ma. Great, she took off again. She never mentioned anything about this trip at all. I guess I'm not even worth a proper goodbye. Just a note slapped together in a few seconds. Typical. I stare at an old photo of us. Seems like it was not a long time ago. Back then, at least she'd take me on those business trips. Now I'm alone in this empty house for weeks at a time. Where's our dad? Will that play out? Like, how will that play out? Perhaps it's better that way. The more I think about it, the less I want to eat. I grab my bag and leave for school. Breakfast should never be skipped, Yuri. My mind is still reeling as I walk to school. Oh my goodness, we have original music. Cool. The dream. It was so strange. What could it mean? I don't know, maybe Sayori's ghost will eat us to death. Along the way, I noticed a street I've never seen before. How long has this been here? I've taken this path every day for years. How have I never noticed that street before? I continue walking, being drawn to one house in particular. I noticed something hanging off from one of the bushes in the front. Please be something and not someone. A red bow? Okay, it's Sayori's bow. Ah! You gotta be freaking kidding me! I thought I was gonna have a break from horror. It beckons me, begging me to grab it. I hesitate for a moment but succumb to the urge to pick it up before heading to school. Oh, nice! Even the original backgrounds for certain scenes. Cool. After a few classes, the bell finally rings for lunchtime. My hunger has caught up with me, so I race to the vending machine. I get closer, I notice someone reaching under the vending machine. Oh my goodness. Natsuki? I know she doesn't like me, but this isn't the first time I've seen her doing this. Did this start when you started harassing her and told her to find coins under the machine? It wouldn't be right if I didn't offer to help her. Natsuki, what are you doing? Nothing, I just dropped the coin, okay? Okay. It's just that you drop your coins quite often. Jeez, are you keeping tabs on me? Weirdo. No, not just that. Relax, don't get so worked up. I'm just messing with you. Okay, but if you need anything, thanks. But Monika usually brings me an extra protein bar. I'll be fine. Suddenly Natsuki's stomach growls. Natsuki's face changes entirely, wincing from embarrassment. I know she doesn't want my help, but I can't let her starve. Natsuki, please, just let me buy you something to eat. Come on, Natsuki, she's offering you food. Without saying anything, she grits her teeth and nods her head. Thank you. Now, what would you like? Just a cup of ramen will be fine. I turn to the machine and buy 2 cups of ramen, then fill them up with hot water with a hot water dispenser. I turn back and then hand one to Natsuki. Here you go. She doesn't even look into my eyes as she takes the cup from my hand. Thanks. I don't understand why she lets her pride keep her from getting help. Come to think of it, I don't understand much of Natsuki at all. However, this might be just the perfect opportunity to get to know her. Since we're both here, may I ask you a favor? Natsuki looks up at me, mouth full of ramen, and lifts her eyebrows. Would you sit with me while we eat? Natsuki gives it some thought. Do you even need to think about this, Natsuki? Really? Sure. I have nothing better to do. Ooh, even more new stuff. We take a seat at the bench outside. I'm sorry if this sounds weird. I just figured since we were together already. Yeah, I get it. But don't you have friends you usually sit with? Oh my goodness. I'm afraid not. I don't have any friends. People don't really like me. What gave you that impression? Well, I have strange habits that are hard to break. When I like something, I tend to be a bit overzealous. It's off-putting for most people, so they think I'm weird. I wish I was able to control myself, but I just can't help it. Eventually, I just stop talking to people. If they can't like me for what's important to me, then it's the best that I can close myself. I said too much now, haven't I? No, it's fine. But don't you think that's a little bit unfair? What do you mean? It sounds like you're assuming people won't like you. You don't know what it is like for me. All the kids pick on me, saying I was crazy. Yuri, everyone gets made fun of. You think I was ever called names for being short? You can't judge everyone based on what some jerks did to you. I sigh and scoop some noodles to my mouth. Maybe you're right. I don't know. But I still see people giving me a hard time. Well, that'll happen. You just have to learn to stand up to them. I try to quickly change the subject. Check out what I found on my way here. I show her the bow and immediately Natsuki's face crunches up. Oh my goodness. Where did you pick that up? That's been in someone's hair. I don't think that's so unsanitary. At least for me. Yeah, I know it's gross, but something compelled me to take it with me. Oh no. Wait. I saw images flashing in my mind of a girl. They don't know Sayori? Who was it? That's the thing, I don't know. But I've seen her before in my dreams. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Natsuki just stares at the bow. I clearly see it drawing her in as well. Natsuki? What? I mean, you're weird. And I'm scared. What was that? Natsuki bites her lip, realizing what she just said. Sorry, I know you don't like being called that. Maybe you should just hang on to that. That's probably something to it, right? But there's probably something to it. Before I can respond, the bell rings. It's been nice talking to you. You too. I'll see you at the club then. Sure. I hope you make some tea today. You always make great tea. Why, of course. It's the perfect combination. No, the perfect companion to a good book. Alright, Miss Fancy Pants. I'll see you later. Natsuki smiles and we wave goodbye. I can't even concentrate on the lecture. My mind wanders back to what happened at lunch. My mind is wondering, where is Sayori? Natsuki seemed just as drawn into the bow as I was. Maybe she knows who it belongs to. Yuri? Yuri. Yuri! Were you even paying attention? Were you even paying attention? I'm sorry, I mean, instead of apologizing, why don't you listen so you can answer the question? Some students are actually here to learn. Sorry. The teacher sighs and turns to the girl next to me. Oh, we have OCs. This gives me a little bit of hope that this isn't a horror mod. I am begging you, I want a break. I mean, of course it has to be censored, but what the hell? I lie back on my bed and I laugh and laugh and laugh. This is the best thing I've ever done. I briefly considered doing it on the same person, but quickly reject the notion. A fourth time would just be silly. I lied and continued to daydream about him. I mean, not that I have a problem with horror, I just want something softer once. Aiko, maybe you can answer the question. Can you tell me which battle did the Normans defeat Harold Godwinson for control of England? I don't have any idea because I suck at history. That would be the Battle of Stamford Bridge, sir. Close. Stamford Bridge was where Harold fought off the Norwegians led by Harold Hardrada. Correct answer is the Battle of Hastings. This began a cultural shift. The teacher turns away and my mind tunes his voice out. I should have known the answer, but I was too preoccupied with other things. I'm pulled out of my daze when I realize that Aiko is staring at me. Yes? What's wrong with you? Nothing, I just didn't sleep well last night. Huh. You must be some kind of medical anomaly then. What are you saying? Most teenagers don't sleep enough, I know. Most teens don't bleed on their sleeves when they oh god. And with that face, that very smug face, I think she knows what's up. Most teens don't bleed on their sleeves when they can't sleep. My breath catches my throat. Does she know? Tell me, you have a screw loose or something? No, I just got scratched by a cat. He plays too rough. That's all. Her eyebrows raises for a split second. If that's the case, you should probably have it put it down. Why are you doing this? It's clearly caused you to lose a lot of blood. She finishes the sentence with a smile so cheerful it reminds me of Monika. My chest feels like it could burst. My heart is pounding quickly. You could have been a bit more sweeter, Aiko. Aw, did I get you all flustered? No, I just... You know, you're kinda cute. My stomach churns. Aiko brings her finger to her lips and winks. Shh, you don't want to upset the teacher again, would you? She giggles as she turns away. I look at the floor, not moving until I hear the bell ring. Jeez, what was that about? My goodness. I let out a sigh of relief as I entered the hallway. It's finally time to get to the club and catch up on some reading. The door's locked. That's odd. Monika's normally here before everyone else. What's going on? I turn around and see Monika sprinting to the door. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Yuri. And thank goodness you're not the one causing all the distortions. Because if it was you, I would be very terrified. We enter the room, but Monika is still frantic. Listen, I think I solved our problem for our club member requirement for the festival. Okay, so this takes place before everything fucked up happened. Wait here. If Natsuki gets here before me, let her know. Let Natsuki know what? Hey Natsuki, wait a minute. Okay, wait. If Monika's the one implying about a new member, does this mean Sayori is really gone? And this takes place in Act 2? I have to run, but I will be back. You two keep each other company. After sharing a confused shrug with Natsuki, we each move to our respective corners. Natsuki heads over to the closet and I find a nearby desk and take a seat. I open my book and attempt to read. Excuse me. But I'm unable to immerse myself in the story. I can't help but peer over my book and study Natsuki's face. She seems puzzled by Monika's behavior as well, her face settling into a confused pout. My heart jumps for a moment. She just looks so cute. Oh. Natsuki looks at me, noticing I've been staring at her a little too long. Hi Natsuki! Hey Yuri. So, any ideas what's up with Monika? No clue. Well, she said that she solved our club member requirement problem. But if she's bringing someone else in, you'd think she'd want to relax. Last thing we want is for someone to think we're desperate. I agree. He'll probably run off scared and join the chess club. By the way, thanks for having lunch with me today. Well, the door bursts open as Monika walks in with a shaggy-haired boy behind her. Oh no! That means Sayori's not here! And it's kinda weird to see MC with a different pupil color. Just saying. And I brought a guest with me. Oh no. Yep, it's true. Sayori's not here. A guest? You brought a boy? Seriously? Way to kill the atmosphere. Natsuki, behave. Anyway, welcome to the club, Midas. There's something odd about this boy, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Despite that, I can't help but think about how attractive he is. Wait a minute. Wait, this is supposed to be Yuri and Natsuki, am I right? I mean, that's what the cover looks like. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? Oh my god. He looks so scary with red pupils. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not. Monika's eyes veer away as her smile disappears. Wait a minute. Does this mean Monika is in control of this whole world again? And Sayori is a ghost, basically. Huh, why are you getting so defensive? Is she not good enough for you? The room fills with a tense air. Monika steps in and saves the situation with a good laugh as we all join in. Very funny. Good one, Nat. Yeah, good one. Anyway, this is Natsuki. She tends to be a bit feisty. And here's our Vice President, Yuri. That doesn't sound right. It's nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet the two of you as well. The way he smiled at me. Still, Monika has her eye on him. I prefer not to introduce unnecessary drama into the club. Don't try to tell me that Yuri is gonna go all crazy again. I had a little chat with Midas earlier today, and he decided to check out the club. Isn't that great? Well, since we have a guest, why don't I brew us some tea? That would be lovely, Yuri. As a pot fills with water, my mind drifts to Midas. I know we just met, but he's stirring feelings in me that I haven't felt in a long time. I just want to know everything about him. Maybe we could run away together. I can picture the two of us cuddling up somewhere nice and cozy. And thank goodness it's not bloody. Yuri? Ah! It's been about 10 minutes. You weren't... No! I throw my hand over my mouth, realizing that I just screamed in Monika's face. I hate to ask, but please show me your arm. And I beg of you, Monika. Please be nice this time. Ugh! What the hell? My body shakes uncontrollably. The mere thought of showing Monika my scars makes my heart pound. Dang. And that shaking really got me off guard. Please, Monika. I just lost track of time. See, I was just filling up the pot with water. I can hardly get my words out, so I point towards the pot. Monika looks down and points her hands on my shoulders. It's okay, Yuri. Just relax and take a deep breath. You scared me when you were taking too long. I worry about you. You're my friend. Please tell me you're not lying this time. She pulls me in for a tight hug. All better? I suppose so. So what's on your mind? There has to be some reason you were daydreaming for so long. Let me guess, it's a boy, isn't it? Oh no, please tell me she didn't notice. I don't want her thinking I'm trying to take the guy she's after. No, it's not a boy. It's okay, Yuri, you don't need to be embarrassed. Okay, let's hypothesize for a bit. I have a feeling that what will happen is that we're in Act 2, which is basically where Sayuri is dead, or at least non-existent now. And what will happen is that Monika will end up with Midas. We, Yuri, will end up with Natsuki. That's just my analysis based on what's happening currently. I just hope it isn't a certain boy that I'm thinking of. It's a girl! Oh my god! Oh no! I don't know what came over me, but I did the only thing I could think of to get her off my back. There's this girl I really like in one of my classes. I didn't know you... Yes, I'm bisexual. Monika lets out a huge smile. That's so sweet, you have a crush! Or is she smiling because we're not after Midas? Let me guess, is it Natsuki? Why would you think of that? I saw you two eating together earlier, it was so cute. That was I just saw her reaching under the vending machine and... Yuri, it's normal to have feelings for someone, even if you don't always get along with them. You should hang out with her more often, get to know each other a little more. You go to the bookstore after the club meetings on Mondays, right? Why not ask her to join you? Well, come on, what's the harm in asking? Don't think of it as a date, you're just hanging out. Besides, I have a feeling she's not going to say no. In the meantime, let's go back and make our new member feel welcome. I'm sure Natsuki's been giving him hell since we left. I return to the club room and place a teacup in front of everyone before settling down the teapot in the middle. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, we won't get into trouble. We have permission from our teachers. Actually, I was just kind of impressed that you thought to bring one. Why, of course, after all, was it like a hot cup of tea while reading a good book? I guess. Don't fool her, or don't let her fool you. Yuri only shows off her tea set when she's trying to impress someone. What is Monika doing? That's not... I meant that, you know. It's okay. I enjoy tea, even though I hardly get to drink it often. I'm glad. So Midas, what do you enjoy reading? Well, to be honest, I mostly just read manga. No. No. Not much of a reader, I guess. But that can change. What about you, Yuri? I grow pensive, allowing my mind to briefly drift to the thoughts of previous stories I was particularly taken with. Well, let's see. My favorite novels are those that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. I'm intrigued by the level of creativity and craftsmanship, as well as how they can tell a good story in such a foreign world. But I like different genres. I find stories with deep psychological elements very impressive, or immersive rather. It's amazing how a story can toy with your expectations and throw you for a loop. Most recently, I have been fascinated with horror. I read a horror book once. I hold back from giggling. It's so cute how he's trying to relate. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. What does Monika exactly mean by that? Is that so? I paused briefly to wait for an answer that doesn't come, so I continue. Really, if a story makes you think, or take me to another world, then you can't really put it down. Surreal horror can completely change your worldview, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Why is that? Well, I guess, never mind. That's right, I like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Last Friday, you left a poem that you were working on called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, yeah, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's pretty cool. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Besides, I thought you'd like them anyway. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to expose your vulnerabilities, showing your reader the deepest reaches of your heart. Don't you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you can share some of your work. That can help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Why don't we all write our poems for tonight? When we meet tomorrow, we can share them with one another. What is Monika doing? She's really putting us on the spot. I thought it was a good idea. I need to try and salvage this. This is a literature club, right? Well, I think you're right, Monika. Given that we have a new member, we should have activities for the club. Wouldn't you agree, Midas? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? I never said I would join this club. Monika asked me to stop by, but I haven't made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at but I'm sorry, I thought... Well, yeah, see, I guess. she already expected that we're going away. I suppose I should tell you the truth, Midas. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club because someone decided to get rid of one. We need 4. I've been desperately trying to recruit new members, but if I couldn't find one more for the festival... We all sit in silence for a moment. Natsuki pipes up. Monika, I'm sure we can find someone else. Monika glares at Natsuki. She's angry! I know it's such a small thing to be happy about, but I really like it whenever someone introduces new sprites for the girls. I'm sorry, Natsuki, I wasn't trying hard. I guess I wasn't trying hard enough. Silly me for pestering everyone in sight to join us while you were sitting in your ass reading manga. My jaw drops. I've never seen Monika act this way before. I look at Midas for some kind of reaction, but he looks like as if he didn't even hear it. He's just a vegetable, I guess. Natsuki's brows furrow as she gnashes her teeth. You know what? Midas cuts Natsuki off before she can retort. Okay, I made up my mind. Yuri, stop doing that! Please, you're scaring me! I'll join the Ledger Club. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Midas? Yeah. It could be fun, right? That's great. Whatever. Natsuki turns and walks away. Midas, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for joining. You have no idea how much this means to us. I promise that you'll enjoy your time here, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. We can end this meeting on a high note. Remember to write a poem to share with the club tomorrow. Midas, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I guess I'll be on my way then. See you tomorrow. As I gather my tea set, I see Monika turning to Natsuki. I don't pay much attention to it. All I think about is... him. For some reason, my mind keeps shifting back to Natsuki. Maybe Monika's right. It isn't particularly strong feeling, but something is there. No, that's just silly. Oh my goodness, this is so adorable. I can already see what will happen. Like, we're trying to contemplate that we like Midas, but in the end, we like Natsuki. And just imagining it just looks so adorable. She's not my type anyway. They all say that. Suddenly, I hear my name come up. By the way, Yuri has something she wants to ask you. Yuri! Remember what we discussed earlier? Oh no. I feel my heart racing and I can hardly keep my breath. Why is she doing this? Monika, do I have to? You have to be more sociable. No, come ask her. Oh my goodness. The last time I played a Yuri-centered mod, it was a horror mod and I enjoyed it thoroughly, even if it was horror. But here, I can just imagine how this will turn out. It's okay, Yuri. Just ask me. I won't bite your head off. Just spit it out. Will you go to the bookstore with me? Natsuki thinks for a second, but doesn't take too long to respond. I'd like to go with you, but first, why don't you sit down and breathe a little? I steadily catch my breath with my shaking, while my shaking settles. Shall we get going then? Okay, wait for me outside. I step outside and hear the two of them arguing in the club room. Why are they arguing? What is wrong with you? What? She just said she was going to the bookstore. I just thought it would be fun if you joined her. So your idea of fun is giving someone a panic attack? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not the one you need to apologize to. Look, I'm trying to get her to break out of her shell. Spending her whole life in front of a book isn't healthy. She needs friends, and with my schedule I can't hang out with her. That's where I need you to step in. Oh great. Monika thinks I need a pity friend. Gee. Thanks. Okay. Also, I hope you know I haven't forgotten about what you said earlier. Right. Sorry, I just don't want to hear it. That isn't you. Do it again, and you'll need to find another new member. Natsuki, I'm sorry, I'm leaving now. Monika doesn't say anything else, and I hear Natsuki coming towards the door. This raises a lot of questions. Is Monika really sentient? Or is she playing dumb? Yeah, sure. Without another word, we head towards the bookstore. Along our way, all I can think about now is how I'm going to impress Midas. Why is the music a mix of dark and classic? We enter the store, my thoughts are interrupted when Natsuki rushes straight to the manga section. I've never seen such a big smile on her face. Wow, look at all of this! I knew you'd come to the section first. What? Is there something wrong with that? No, I just meant that I always see you reading manga and... Relax, Yuri. I mean, I know you don't like manga at all, but I won't hassle you for it. Oh, why do you say that? I mean, I used to read manga when I was... Oh! Okay! That's a safe admission to make, right? Why did you stop? I don't know, I guess I listened to people who I thought was so much... Oh my... Oh! Oh! This is adorable! I mean, from what I can picture, this is about how Natsuki is going to influence us to read again. Aww. You mean the same people who don't like you? I guess it's silly for me to listen to what they say. Exactly, Yuri. Yuri, you shouldn't really care about what the other people think. Well, in that case... Oh, here we go! I reach out and pick up a manga at random from the shelf. Atta girl! Hold on. Natsuki rummages around the shelf for a minute, then pulls out a book. Here, I know you like kinda scary and dark stuff, and this series is dark to say the least. I take the book from Natsuki. The cover features a timid-looking boy with a beanie and a girl with long pink hair. Do I know anything? Both are sporting... Oh, wait! Ah, wait, this is Mirai Nikki. From what I can understand from this text, this is Mirai Nikki. Both are sporting old flip phones and there's a crowd of silhouetted people in the background. Thank you, Natsuki. I'm sure I'll like it. I take a deep breath and look aimlessly around the store. This is the reason I love this place. It's not the biggest bookstore around, but I always find hidden gems here. Natsuki picks up a book and starts flipping through it. Seeing her enthusiasm brings a smile on my face. This is so adorable! Oh my goodness. I was worried about what it would be like to be alone with her. But it's actually been quite enjoyable. I've been worried, rather. But then I spot something in the bargain bin and I remember what I came here for. I eagerly dig through the bin. The book is half buried, but I recognize the eye symbol anywhere. Marja Markov? I love this book! Gee, I wonder why! Do you think Midas will like this book? I think I should get it for him. Natsuki's smile disappears in an instant. So, analysis again. Yuri, at this moment, likes us, Midas. But Natsuki, she, from the start, already likes Yuri. I wonder how this will play out. Who cares? He's probably not going to be even to take the club seriously. I mean, why are you throwing your money away just for him? I sigh. That's the reaction I'm more used to seeing from her. When it's on sale, what's the harm in getting him a gift? Natsuki just scowls at me. I guess I should have expected the good time that we were having to last. I stroll over to the register and pay for the books. Okay. Oh, it's over? Aww. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. Sure. Whatever. Did I upset you? No, not really. Anyway, good luck on writing your poem tonight. Thanks. I'm not thrilled about sharing my work, but I am hoping I could come up with something good. Today was a lot of fun, Natsuki. I hope we can do this again soon. Me too. I'll see you tomorrow. We split outside the store, and I make my way home. I hold my new book in front of me, admiring it. I'm glad I found the perfect gift for Midas. And yet, my mind keeps drifting back to the time I just spent in the bookstore. Seeing Natsuki smile. All I can think about is how much I'd like to see it again. Ah! As I walk through the front door, I'm hit with the feeling of loneliness. I have no one here. It's just me. I run back to my room and I sit on my bed. I should be working on my poem, but I don't feel inspired. In fact, I don't feel like doing much of anything. Just numb. Sure, Natsuki and I have a good time at the store. The atmosphere just drops suddenly whenever the music stops. It was really good music! But what does that mean if she only did it because Monika begged her to hang out with me? Suddenly my numbness turns to resentment. Everyone else around me seems so happy with their lives. Why can't I be happy as they are? Why must I only have friendship out of pity? Oh no. Oh no. I reached my boiling point. I need to release. I glance over at the knife across the room. I stand and walk to the desk. The blade catches a thin strand of light leaking from the window, making it shine softly. I pick up the knife and hold it vertically, the blade facing me. I run my thumb horizontally across the blade. Could it really be so bad? Oh no. Are there any more cuts? Okay, there's no cuts. I was expecting some slight cuts. I take up my uniform as I can't afford to stain it. I gaze at my arm. In the context, those eyes are not for the faint of heart. Patch of scars and scabs rather. I bite my lip and rest the blade on my arm. A thin trickle of blood runs down the blade and hits the floor with a soft tap. I grit my teeth and prepare for the pain. Who is this? It was nothing but a whisper. So faint. It almost wasn't real. But then it snaps me from my daze and I drop the knife and it hits the ground with a clang. That voice. Suddenly my brain surges with a crushing headache and I collapse to the floor. my goodness. My head feels like it's being caved in 1,000 times over. Can't even breathe, it hurts so much. The pain is so intense it makes me want to vomit, but all I can do is fight the urge. Why won't this end? Who is this? Is this Sayori? Yuri, don't die. There it is again! Who is she? What's going on? Miraculously, my pain fades soon after. The sudden attack leaves me broken and exhausted. I slip into unconsciousness.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri.
Oh! Who was that?
Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
Sayori!
Yuri.
What the hell?
Don't let Yuri.
Oh my god!
Yuri.
Ah. I'm having chills. I snap away from the scene. I've left it behind me in my dreams. Cold sweat covers every inch of my skin. I feel myself shaking. You're not the only one shaking, Yuri. I rest my hand in my hands while taking deep breaths, hoping to pull myself together. Hours have passed since I collapsed. It's now 3 a.m. Well, the best thing we can do right now is just sleep. Presuming that school there starts at 7 or 9, it's only a few more hours, so might as well rest a bit more. Several questions come to mind. What is that voice? Who is she? Was it even real? Why the hell am I hearing voices anyway? I shake my head. It's probably the lack of sleep. That and my terrible diet lately. But that voice, it was as clear as day. And whoever did her voice acting, props to you. Like, I give you my seal of approval. That creeped me out. Whatever it was, it stopped me from cutting. No matter what though, I can't shake this terrible feeling every time I think about the voice. Every time I do, my throat feels tight. It dawns me that I haven't even worked on my poem. I don't even have a clue on what to write. What the hell am I supposed to write after, whatever that was? Or there's something I could write about? I'm not sure that I want to share it with the club though. Regardless, I don't have much of a choice. I take out a piece of paper and write my poem.